I came up with a new idea, a new segment called I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna be like this versus this, go on it. Almost like which one's better or which you know what? Mighty Mouse versus Speedy Gonzales, go.
Speedy Gonzales, because he was a equal opportunity type of mouse.
Red Power Ranger versus Green Power Ranger, go.
Well, the Green Power Ranger had the flute, so therefore he's out because he's a big fairy boy, and he's gay and had a ponytail. But he had the coolest weapon and he got to control his own dinosaur, whereas everyone else had to combine theirs.
He
So,
had like a dragon.
and then he eventually became the white Power
White.
Ranger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
with
to go back and say that the white Power Ranger wins because Jason in the red Power Ranger, he was just the cheesiest dude of all time. I'm gonna go with the white Power Ranger because he's actually a professional MMA fighter now.
See, but I said red versus green. I didn't say.
Yeah, but Green becomes the white one, and then the white one becomes a professional MMA fighter. So,
Oh, we're not talking about evolution. We're talking
okay,
about
that's what happened. Okay,
fucking Power Rangers.
yeah, we are talking about Power Rangers. And guess what? The green one becomes the white one, and the white one becomes an MMA fighter. What did the red Power Ranger do? Probably got addicted to drugs and died, and no one cares.
Yeah, went out with a bang.
Yeah, because his meth lab exploded.
Yeah, he got pwned. Loved life. Lived it up to the fullest. SWAT Cats versus Thundercats, go.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
They're both so good. One's like more like 90s, the other's more like kind of early 90s, late 80s.
Early 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Trying to tell him to hurry.
SWAT Cats kind of had everything. They had the little chubby, funny one. They had the skinny, wiry one that was probably doing drugs, but nobody wanted to say anything because, you know,
Why? Because he's skinny? You guys are always giving us skinny guys a bad rap.
God, it's always just
Always
talking,
on
talking
coke.
with you. Like, just shut up. We get it. You do drugs. Get over it. But then Thundercats, you got magical powers. You got Shitara and got a cool sword.
Snarf.
Yeah, Snarf, of course. He ended up getting addicted to drugs too, probably because of that stupid skinny SWAT cat.
Probably because it's a stupid ass name that kind of has drug innuendo in it already.
Does sound like it would have been a drug on some weird planet. Like, oh man, did you store some Snarf? It's like, yeah, we're gonna
Snarfed it all up.
we're gonna get totally fuzzed.
What about the part where he's like, Thundercats, ho! Which ho's he calling?
Shitara, of course. That's his main bitch. It's his bottom bitch, That's who he's banging. So I'm gonna have to go with Thundercats just cause they lived at Thug, you know? Their bitches knew where they stood. And it wasn't on top of a mountain with a sword. It was behind him, licking his butthole.
Being baller versus being a PIMP. Go.
Baller, cause that kinda has pimp in it. You gotta be a little bit of a pimp to be a baller. But you're also getting money. To be a pimp, you could just be broke as shit, but have a bunch of hoes.
Slim Jim versus Earthworm Jim.
Oh, Earthworm
Go.
Jim.
Earthworm Jim?
Oh, for sure. He had guns, and he was a worm that was like in a weird robot body. And I played his video game, and I never played a Slim Jim video game, so therefore I'm going to give it to Earthworm Jim.
What about Macho Man Randy Savage, who was the spokesman for Slim Jim?
And I feel like every time he said snap into a Slim Jim, it sounded like he was taking a shit. So I also associated Slim Jims with pooping, and anytime I had them, I got diarrhea. Snap into a Slim Jim, yeah. See? I pooped a little bit.
Something about that phrase. Glass of milk versus a glass of boners.
No,
Go.
glass of boners.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You'd take a glass of boners over a glass of milk?
Well, yeah.
Write that down.
What is this like a thing on Fear Factor? Are they gonna blend them up, or are they just I gotta chew through them? Clearly, they're not attached to somebody anymore.
Well, it can't be a boner if it's blended up.
How can I drink it?
Exactly.
Well, but also,
How?
if they're not attached to somebody, there's probably no blood flow, so it's gonna be flaccid. So once again, how's it a boner? Don't riddle me that.
It's the Force. Use your imagination.
I can't. I had it surgically removed.
White V-necks versus white rednecks. Go.
White V-necks, because then you don't have to deal with all the dumb shit that white rednecks say. Also, if you're talking to a white redneck, he's probably also someone's dad, brother, and sister somehow.
So you got all the drama coming.
Yeah, and it's just, it's not gonna be fun. Also, he's probably got some drugs on him, and you don't want to be associated with that unless you're buying drugs.
Republicans versus Democrats. Go.
It's a double lose because they both suck pretty hard. I'm gonna go with just do whatever the you want. That's a better political party. Oh yeah, Mark Hamill played the Joker in the cartoon.
Just the voice.
Yeah, well, duh.